employee entrance, but it's the main for this whole new building. One of the things we have on this side is our trophy case for a lot of the Epic and Unreal and Engine Awards and Game Awards for both Unreal Tournaments and Gears. These are other trophy cases, mainly a lot of our Gears Awards. So for the Game of the Year Awards and our nominations and stuff like that. So basically we keep all the Gear specific stuff. It's all very, very cool. It's kind of humbling at the same time every time you walk by it. But it's awesome. So this is considered the art building, again, putting up, trying to get people to see art. We'll be doing a lot more than just trailers up here, but this whole area has become the art building. In fact, what they've done is they've created an actual practical arts workshop. So to get beyond just digital arts, because they do it all the time, is to actually get back to sort of the roots and getting into sculpting and those sorts of things. And so let's show you that new space that's going up. So this is a space that our art director, Chris Perno, put together to allow for the artists to express themselves in a more traditional format. So what you see taped out are places where there's going to be a small stage for modeling for people who might be painting. They have the sketch, what are those stations called?
Sketch ponies. They're little benches that you'll be able to sit on, and they have a little plateau thing.
Right, so the sketch ponies are going to so they're sketching, painting. These will be tables for sculpting, so two people at a time can be sculpting. They're going to have a couch and table to relax.
Chill out area that guys can just hang out.
Yeah, and so one of the cool things is Chris. So this is Chris Perno, our art director.
Hey guys.
And this is his vision, and but you're not Mike, so you're going to either speak up or I can say it for you. But explain the white wall.
The white wall is a place for artists to leave a piece of themselves behind. Right, I'm hoping that they come in here and they can sketch on the walls and graffiti it up and just go nuts with it. And it'll always be there, and their little tag or whatever they do will always be there. And hopefully, like, we'll get visiting artists here and guys that'll come and teach us sculpting or painting or whatever. And the hope is that they'll also contribute and stuff like that. So I just see it as a big montage of contribution that'll go really well. It can be there forever, which is nice.
Right, and you're saying it's important to an artist to get back to, like, it's interesting when you do interviews with artists about, everybody sort of does the digital side, but they all tend to have this traditional method that they do to relax, and they'll go home and oil paint or acrylic paint or sculpt or whatever, and so it was all about bringing that to work as well and having a place where you can actually explore that.
Right, and it's very cathartic. It gets you relaxed, and it gets them off the computer where they're inside their heads basically making stuff all the time, and it gets them out of their head and into the clay or into the paint or into the sketching, and it de-stresses them. They can relax and just kind of create stuff that they can touch and hold and show everybody else. So,
yeah,
it's good.
So this is one of the other benefits. This used to be Cliff's old office.
Get
him out of there and turn it into the enclave. So it's just one of those things about. One of the benefits of having the new space and being able to have a little bit more room to do sort of new and creative things, and this has been one of the things that we benefited from by having that new building. It's just that to go back and create an actual traditional art workspace, which is cool. Awesome. Any other? The only design element that didn't happen in the breezeway that we were looking forward to was an actual turret right about here. But it really is a good sniper position in case of zombie apocalypse. So I just wanted you to meet the press.
Hello, press. Pleasure's mine.
So Wyeth is our art lead on Gears of War 3, and so he's responsible for all the cool stuff that you're seeing in the game. This is again one of the nice things about our new space is these kind of cool offices everybody's getting, and so Wyeth has gone Mad Men, including the was it Scotch?
That is a 15-year Glenlivet.
There you go. So also explains his alcoholism. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I just wanted you to meet Wyeth. And so again, one of the things that we really tried to do, it's not about, even with our bigger building and the fact that our company's grown so much over the recent times, we're still not, we're trying very much not to be so corporate. And so you're able to have these sort of offices that are very comfortable and very personal and work the way that you want to work. So I just wanted to show you that. So this is Main Street. This is our slide. Our slide that is so fast, and we actually have releases for people who want to go down the slide. So and it's actually kind of funny that initially when the slide first went in, we actually did have a couple people hurt themselves on the slide. So the slide has been closed for, how many months was this? Like a couple of months the slide. Yeah, it was like 2 months the slide was closed. And so they had to change a little bit of how it bottomed out, and they put some friction spray on it to try to slow it down and stuff. It was still pretty fast, but we had people kind of jettisoning between our legs and towards the window, so it was kind of fun. Anyway, but it's a quick way, you know, to get downstairs. We were still trying to get a fire pole, but I think they knew we were trying to really get a stripper pole and not a fireman pole, but yeah, we tried. So one of the things you notice we've been trying to do too is try to just kind of theme the place. We haven't got to the point where we've been able to put the art in for each of the rooms, but this notion of having the rooms be something other than just number 253 that actually call it Jacinto. And because of our giant Malcolm, we call this area the arena. So when we talk about, like, this is where we have our, like, if you look to your left and you see the giant screen and all that stuff, that's where we have our company meetings. You know, that's what we call it, space area. So, do we want people, Dana, to attempt to risk life and limb by doing the slide, or?
Who wants to go down?
Anybody going down?
Yeah.
Go for it.
One's like, I'm in.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you sit up, it won't go that fast.
Here.
You have a pen in your back pocket.
Got it.
Goodbye. Bye. See, not that bad. It's the bottom that'll get you.
Can the bag go down? One.
So there's all right. Use your feet to slow down. Camera mode. You get all the windblown hair. Remember at Gears 2, we had those large cogs that were used that we did for geocaching and stuff like that. It was like a contest that this service ID that you could type in and would unlock content on the web and stuff. And so we actually had a bunch of those, I think 8 is what Dana tells me. But what they did is when they were laying down the concrete and stuff, they would sink them into the floor. So if you look behind this planter, you'll see one of the cogs that's sunk into the concrete. And so one of the things you can try to do is see if you can find all 8. And I think I found 4 so far. But anyway, all around the building are these little sort of cogs that are. Yeah, exactly. Unlock achievement, epic found, epic cogs. So it was actually kind of funny. There's even one in the rock wall there. You can see is like the guy who's doing it. They usually put their logo and that's part of the logo. Like, don't fill it in. That's perfect. Keep the cog. So again, we have the rock climbing wall. You can see it gets quite a bit of use from all the chalk. But it's just a way for the exercise and relax and something to work out some stress. And it's just a cool thing to have in new bouldering and stuff around it. And again, this is our big company meeting. We have little cameras that will actually project to our satellite offices like Cher in Utah, and people can fly in Poland. They can actually watch the company meetings and stuff like that and see what's going on. But we got to the point where our conference rooms were just way too small. Sorry, I'm talking away from you. The conference rooms are way too small for company meetings, so this became the best place to have it. And it's really cool. It's like fully automated. That you can go in and you can close all the screens and turn everything off. It's all like based on it. And then it's like the hidden secret channel that controls the blinds, the projector, and all that kind of stuff. And it's become basically where, if we're having, well, one of the things we do when we're working long hours is we'll actually bring in food for everybody. So we'll bring in breakfast and we'll bring in dinner. And so then when people are working late hours, they can come in here and we'll eat together as a team and stuff like that. So this is a place where people can go, and that whole station there is set up to do essentially catering. You'll notice it was custom made. If you look at it, it's kind of cool. So Anne Dubé, so there's your lunch, which we told everybody nobody to take from you. But Anne Dubé, who does a lot of our, handles a lot of our meals and catering stuff, she actually, put together this idea for this place where it has all these openings for putting in plugs, and so what she puts on top of each of these, and it goes all the way down, are hot plates, and then they can bring in food and put the food on these hot plates and keep food warm when we're doing an actual catering event. So it's all set up, like there's certain drawers on the other side for all the serving utensils and where all the hot plates go, and so there's just sort of a custom bar that when we're doing like a team meal, we'll come in and split around and be able to eat from it in a catered style. But this is our kitchen. Basically, we like to pride ourselves on our 9 flavors of Pop-Tarts and a fully stocked fridge of whatever drinks you can possibly want, from frappuccinos to chocolate milk to sodas, an awesome coffee machine, the water machine, all that stuff, 4 microwaves. I mean, it's just the kind of thing you want to have for a team and company this size, but it's been one of those great things that you just always have access. I call it the Epic 30, where like you come here, I was 30 pounds lighter when I joined, and then having constant access to Pop-Tarts is not necessarily a good thing. And when you have low self-control like I do, and double stuffed Oreos, by the way, not good. Anyway, and there's all kinds of just like industrial kitchen stuff in the back that we're talking about. At some point we may actually get to a point where we actually have an actual cook on hand who's cooking stuff for us in there. So the kitchen is fully prepared for that if we ever get into actually having like a personal cook, or that the kitchen's ready for that if we want to do that, but not yet.